Hello everybody and welcome back. I know it has been a few weeks. I've been off. I've just been busy with other things. Haven't been able to do any videos, but I have been going to the shop every week and doing my thing. Now, I got in such a big lot of books this week that I decided to go ahead and put together a haul video and just kind of go over really quick what's coming out this coming Wednesday, April the 12th, 2023 for New Comic Book Day. There's really doesn't look like there's a whole lot coming out this week, so it could be a light week, which is good because you'll see from this haul. And most of this came in from mycomicshop.com that I had pre-ordered. And I had a huge pre-order that came in a couple of days ago, and I've gone through it, bagged and boarded everything how I do it. And here you can see I have the new hot book that come out, the Spider-Man number 7, the first appearance of Spider-Boy, introducing Spider-Boy. All we know is this kid's name is Bailey. That's all we know. He showed up and acted like he had done all of these adventures with, our well-known spider people, and they have no idea who he is. And it's a multiversal thing, but he's apparently supposed to have been in the 616 the whole time. So who knows? One thing I do know is that, and Dan Slott has alluded to this character is not going to be a flash in the pan. This character is going to be developed. So this is a must. This book, if you're a collector of keys, this is a big one. And I got 3 copies of cover A. I got another cover A here. Yeah, let's move this out. Put my 3rd cover A. And I got one of the spoiler variants. Funny story with this book. I went into my comic shop knowing that this was the book of the week. And I walked in and there were people lined up ready to get in that I'd never seen before at the shop. So I knew that was flippers. Who were just there to buy this book. And the flippers went in and immediately went to talk to the owner of the place asking for the variants. And I immediately went right over to the shelf and grabbed these 3 books off the shelf. They're the last 3 that they had. And I grabbed all 3 of them while they went and asked about variants. Now this one, my shop did not have. So I went on eBay and I paid $25 for this book. But I wanted the first cover of this character. And now, I jumped on immediately, like the second day after this came out, and bought this. Like on Thursday, I bought this book. Maybe it might have even been Wednesday, I'm not sure. But I paid $25 for it. And it was shipped within 2 days. It was at my door within 2 days. And now this book's selling for $50 on eBay. So I'm glad I got in quick because my shop was out of them. And that was just one I knew I wanted. So, yeah. All right, we're going to move on and move on to everything else that I got. Like I said, it's quite a bit, so this is going to be a little bit longer of a video. So grab some popcorn and enjoy. Okay. We'll start off, no particular order. I believe these are all this week's pickups at the shop. I have Wolverine 32. Wolverine number 32. I got Star Wars Hidden Empire number 5. Venom 18. I picked this one up. I thought Action Comics 1053 came out this week, So I picked this up. I normally wouldn't have bought this, but it is just a variant. 1053 International Women's Day variant. Yeah. And Batman 134, I picked up 2 copies of that. And I'm digging this Batman story. I really am. Red Mask is kind of a cool character. I'm digging it. To be honest, I really am. Okay. Put those down. My Spider-Man book. Okay. Cool cover here. This is Blood Tree. Blood Tree number 3. And I have 2 copies of Amazing Spider-Man 23. And I don't know. I read this one and I just don't have a good feeling about it. I don't like where it's going. I don't know. I just feel weird about this whole MJ and Paul thing. I feel dirty about it. I don't know. I don't know why. Can't explain it. They shouldn't be together. That shouldn't be a thing. Some dude out of nowhere. I just don't know. It's weird. Alright. Ghost Rider 13. This is a great book. This is a great story, great series. I enjoyed this book. I always enjoy Ghost Rider. And Star Wars High Republic The Blade number 4. This is another copy that I picked up. I picked up a second copy of that just because. And here I have 2 copies of Star Wars High Republic The Blade number 2, the second print. I picked up 2 of those. That's from mycomicshop.com. As well as this, I had pre-ordered this guy. This is that homage cover of Incredible Hulk 340. Awesome cover. I used to have that book at one point in time, the original. And back in a couple months ago, I had pre-ordered 2 copies of Doctor Strange number 1. I got those, and I enjoyed that book. Looking forward to the next issue. Okay, and from my shop, I picked up Robin Hood number 1. Just a Zenoscope book. You know, typical hot female characters from Zenoscope. Here's Where Monsters Lie from Dark Horse number 3. I picked this one up. I've been collecting this, but the second issue, I was not very impressed with that second issue. It just kind of got corny to me. You know, it went off of being creepy in the first issue and kind of intriguing to I thought the second issue was just kind of corny. And I haven't read this one yet. Here is Blue Book number 2. I had pre-ordered 2 copies of this for some reason. I don't know why I did that, but I did. So 2 copies of Blue Book number 2. And I had pre-ordered 2 copies of Amazing Spider-Man 22. So there's a lot more pre-orders. And that's, I mean, I got a lot more. So we'll put these ones down. Books. Okay. And they're going to slide all over the place over here. Okay. More pre-orders. Here is Amazing Spider-Man 21. I had picked up 2 copies of that. I had pre-ordered 1 Adventures of Superman John Kent number 1. And I pre-ordered this New Mutants Lethal Legion #1. Okay. I got a copy of the Dodderman variant cover of Black Cat and Mary Jane #4. And the only Timeless Ross variant that I have is I picked up two, these are pre-orders, two of the Black Cat Alex Ross covers. I already had one of them I bought from the shop, and I pre-ordered two, so now I have three. Okay. I have a copy of Flash 794. That was the book where Ivy West got her superhero name, I guess, and the costume and everything, and officially maybe became a Flash character. I don't know. Here I have 5 copies, and these were pre-ordered. And this book here, when this second print came out, they only gave you like a 2-day window to order this one. So I think long term, this is going to be a good book. Long term. In contrast, right now, open for order is Spider-Man #7, the second printing of the first appearance of Superboy, which he is going to be on the cover of that book. But that one was open for almost 2 weeks to order, and they're doing a 1 in 25 variant, so do not order Spider-Man #7, the second print, thinking that it's going to be a long-term bet, because it's not. The print run on that is going to be higher than the first print. So stay away from that one. That's my advice. But this one is a shorter print. This is Wakanda #4. The first appearance of Kime and her and Tosin are on the cover. This is a good long-term book right here. It's her first appearance, introducing Kime on the cover. You see there? It's her first cover appearance, and her and Tosin are a couple, which I think is awesome. This could be my new favorite couple in the Marvel Universe right here. I'm digging it. 5 copies of that. Okay, and I had pre-ordered 3 copies of Strange Academy Finals #5 with the very evil Emily Bright, and I thought it was hilarious in this book. Emily Bright's mother came and scolded her at the school for being a little evil you-know-what. I thought it was funny. I got a chuckle out of that. There is this stack of books. Okay, let's put these ones up. I'll be right with you. Take care of business over here. Okay, you got another little stack here. I believe these are all pre-orders. I'll let you know if they're not. My Spider-Man books. This is, I don't even know what number this is. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 22 or something like that. The Disney variant. Goofy as the Hulk. And these, yes, these were in order from mycomicshop.com. I bought 2 copies of that Skull and Bones #1. And this was a another video game adaptation, kind of like The Last of Us, how that came out as a comic, and then 10 years later got super hot or whatever. This is just kind of another video game thing. I mean, will lightning strike twice? I doubt it. You know, this is probably not going anywhere, but you know what? Why not? $2.59 or whatever pre-ordered. It's not going to hurt. I picked up a copy of this because I just thought it looked interesting. Toy #1 from Keen Spot Publishing. Just kind of a random, obscure, weird book. You know, I don't know. I could just see that being a cartoon or an animated or something in the future. I picked up Codename Ric Flair, and I pre-ordered this months ago. I just saw that and I was like, Codename, what, Ric Flair? Are you kidding me? I'm in. Put me down for one. Alright, here's another copy of Amazing Spider-Man 23. I think it's my second one. You have a copy of Indigo Children #1. Pre-ordered. I bought one of those last week from my shop. I don't have a video on that, yeah, but yeah, I picked up one of those. Here we have a rare Donny Cates sighting with Vanish #5. And that's my second one of those. And I'm not sure whether I read that or not. I don't think I did read that. And I picked up 2 copies of this Lazarus Planet Legends Reborn. Oops. I bought 2 copies of that. And I don't exactly remember why. But yeah. That's that stack. Put this one down and grab some more. Alright. These were pre-ordered months in advance. I got 4 copies of Superman #2, the A cover. This is the first appearance of Marilyn Moonlight. It was kind of an odd character in the book. She rode off on some moonlight horse, which was kind of strange. But one thing I thought was interesting was she was able to recharge Superman's powers with her moonlight, which was kind of a cool deal. But I did pick up 4 of those. I bought those. I pre-ordered those months in advance. I believe that's going to be a good long-term book. This is a pretty hot book. I bought 2 of these at the comic shop, I thought. And I pre-ordered, looks like 1 copy maybe. This is No One #1. I thought I had ordered 2 of those. I might find another one here. And I got 2 copies of Clear #1 that I had pre-ordered. Scott Snyder. You never go too wrong with Scott Snyder's work. Okay. And I picked these ones up because this big trade paperback size book. Oh, here we go. There it is. There's my second No One. I knew I'd ordered 2 of those. And here we have these 2 books, which is a trade. It's a 100-pager, like a trade size. Wildstorm 30th Anniversary Special. And the reason why I picked those up is this is the first appearance of a new character in DC lore named City Boy, who is getting his own series here. Within the next couple of months, he's debuting issue #1, created by Greg Pak. And his abilities and his story sound really interesting to me. So I thought this was a good one to pick up while it's you can get this book at $7.99, cover price right now. And I think that he could be a good character. So that's it, guys. That is the whole haul. I don't even know. That was like 60 books maybe. Something like that. Crazy. Yeah, but that's a big haul. But let's go ahead and talk about this week. There's not a whole lot coming out. But of course, what happens every week is there's always something else there that wasn't solicited or wasn't on Midtown Comics list or whatever, however it happens. There's always something that is there, and I'm like, wow, and a small week becomes a big week. Always happens. But the for sures that I know that I'm looking at, first from Ablaze is Children of the Black Sun number 4. And this has been a great story, really intriguing. I really enjoy this one. I totally recommend picking this one up because I can see this being adapted and being brought to the masses. I really can. Next is Clear number 2. You saw I had Clear number 1. I've yet to read that. I was just kind of put off by the size of the book, and I heard it was kind of a slow burn, and it's a big book, so I've just kind of put off reading it, to be honest. Image, 8 Billion Genies number 8. This is the final issue of this, and admittedly I have not read not one issue. This is just purely a collection buy, if you will. Ambassadors number 2 from Mark Millar is out, and it seems like number 1 just came out like 2 weeks ago. But I enjoyed number 1. I thought it was really interesting, so I'm looking forward to number 2. Monarch number 3 is out from Image, and number 2 was okay. I'll read number 3, but it was just okay. It's not blowing my doors off or anything like that. If I don't love issue number 3 or I'm not super intrigued, I'm probably going to lose interest. So we'll see. Phantom Road number 2 is out. I enjoyed the first issue. That's Jeff Lemire book. I really enjoyed the first issue, so I'm looking forward to this one. Spawn 340 is out with a kind of special cover here. So in Spawn, I always buy Spawn, regardless. It's kind of like Spider-Man. No matter what's going on with Spider-Man, even if the book sucks, I still collect it because it's Spider-Man. Same thing with Spawn. I still collect Spawn because it's Spawn. Moving on to Marvel Comics. Guardians of the Galaxy number 1 is coming out. And I'm not really a big Guardians of the Galaxy fan, to be honest. But I'm going to try. I'm going to buy this one. I'm going to read it and see if I can get into it, see if I like the story, like the characters. I've just never been a fan. You know, I can't really get into the galactic stuff, the cosmic stuff. That's one reason why I don't really care for the Fantastic Four. I don't care for the Green Lantern and stuff like that. I just don't care for that cosmic type stuff, you know, but I'm going to try this one. Miles Morales Spider-Man number 5 is out, and that's been a good book, so that's a surefire recommend. Moon Knight 22 is out, and that's another one that has been really good, and I like Moon Knight. I like where it's been going. I just like the story. So, yeah, sure. Star Wars High Republic number 8. I'm going to see this one all the way through. I'm reading everything High Republic. I can't wait for the live action stuff. You know, I know Star Wars puts out a lot of kind of low grade stuff, but I'm really looking forward to the High Republic stuff. And lastly, another one of those Marvel Voices thing is coming out. And this one's a Spider-Verse one-shot. And it's kind of a big cover price. It's an $8.99, I believe. But there's bound to be something. You know, the solicitation is touting new characters, you know, type of thing. So I'll buy one copy and see what is up with it. And, you know, I'll take a chance on one copy. That's it. So, and that really is it. I'm not looking at not a single DC book this week. Nothing from DC interests me in the least this week. So, yeah, that's going to do it. Long video. Thanks for sticking with me to the end if you have. Yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.